Hello, everybody. AstroTie94 here. Welcome back to another exciting edition of TCG Halls. So I want to, of course, do one of these, but I haven't done them in a long while. So, what did I get for my hauls this time around? Well, I went to a local flea market over the weekend, and I decided to buy half a booster box of Resurgence Booster. Technically, I got 11 packs for half the price of the booster that I was going for in terms of retail. In fact, originally it was meant to be 11, but I got one more for free for the dealer. So I'll get to opening those. In addition, but that's not the only thing that I have for you guys. In case you guys didn't know, I did go to Tokyo X back in June. So I got some of these cards from the Grand Archive people. They were around. And of course, I ended up getting 4 copies of the Esteemed Knight, who is a warrior and does have the ability to intercept. Whenever your champion is attacked while your ally is awake, you may redirect that attack to this ally, and this effect only applies if your champion class matches this card's class. It definitely is that. And of course, its lore says a knight whose reputation precedes them, they raise their sword for a noble purpose. And I also got with it, and I also got 3 copies of Warrior's Longsword, which is a regalia weapon, warrior sword. Of course, the Warrior's Longsword gets a 1+ attack. I guess that's what it means. And of course, this applies. Of course, this only applies if my champion's class matches this card's class. And of course, a dependable sword made of sturdy steel with an edge honed enough to pierce most defenses, a warrior's true companion. And so I got these cards. And of course, I also did get a demo deck from Grand Archive for free. And I even bought their starter deck for $15. This is by the way, this is the Arasana starter deck from their alchemical revolution. So and of course, this deck roster, which I'll check that out soon. Of course, I did go to a local card shop from the of course, and of course, guess what I got? The Dragon Ball Super Card Game Fusion World. This is the Goku starter deck. Of course, this actually has Goku in his Super Saiyan mode. And, of course, I could play the digital version of this game if I want to. And, of course, I can redeem the code for it, but I have to redeem it by February 15th, 2025. And I did get some single cards. This one is from Cardfight Vanguard. And sorry if I don't have, my usual, my tripod. I'm recording this in another place in my house. So, at my current residence right now. So, you guys are going to have to bear with me on this one. So, here I have 4 copies of Phantom Blaster Dragon. And this is from the Overdress series. And of course, how can you tell? Because it has the Keter Sanctuary rename in it. And of course, it has the ability, and of course, I like the card artwork. And of course, I am building a blaster deck with this. So when this unit is placed on the Vanguard, choose a card with blaster in its name from your soul, and you may call it up to rear guard. And of course, its act ability is on the Vanguard for 1 turn. Counterblast 1 and retire 3 of your rear guards. Choose up to 2 of your opponent's rear guards and retire them. And this unit gets an additional 10,000 extra attack plus one critical trigger until the end of the turn. So definitely I got that. And of course, this is from the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff that I got. So I'm gonna, from that card shop. So I'm gonna open that and see what I got. And of course, right off the bat, I got 2 copies of TG Core, or Tech Genus Core, which is 2 counter traps. And of course, when a spell and trap card or monster effect is activated, while you control a Tech Genus monster, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy this card, or destroy that card. If a synchro monster is banished while this card leaves in your graveyard, you can set this card but banish it when it leaves. You can only use one of these once per turn. And that's not the only thing I got that is Tech Genus related. I got Tech Genus All Clear, a continuous spell card, and this says all Tech Genus monsters on the field become machine types. During your main phase, you can normal summon 1 Tech Genus monster in addition to your normal summoner set, but only once per turn. During your main phase, you can destroy 1 Tech Genus monster in your hand and or field, and if you do, add 1 Tech Genus monster with a different name from your deck or graveyard to your hand, and you can only use this once per turn. So that's not just the only thing I got, but I also got, of course, 3 Amazonas War Chiefs, and of course a warrior type, and of course it says if you control no monster or only Amazonas monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add 1 Amazonas spell or trap or 1 polymerization directly from your deck, and also you can only attack with Amazonas monsters for the rest of the turn. Of course, you can only use this card or its ability once per turn. Attack of 1900 attack, but with 0 defense points. And of course, I got 3 copies of Mech Lord Emperor Weisel. One of my favorite Mech Lord monsters from 5Ds. Of course, its ability, and of course, it's a level 1 machine type. And its ability state that cannot be normal summon or set, must be special summoned by its own ability, and that ability is when a face-up monster you control is destroyed, and is by a card effect and is sent to the graveyard, or except for the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. And other monsters you control cannot declare an attack. Once per turn, you can target 1 synchro monster your opponent controls, equip that target to this card. It gains the attack equal to that synchro monster. It gains attack equal to the combined attack of the monsters equipped by this card. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a spell as a quick effect, you can negate the activation if you do destroy it. Its attack and defense is 2,500. And of course, that's it. Well, actually, not really. I got more cards here. 3 copies of Rose Shaman, and of course, It's a warrior monster with 1700 attack and 200 defense. And of course, its ability says you can tribute this card to draw one card. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one plant monster in your graveyard. Add it to your hand, and then if you added a plant monster whose original level is level 7 or higher, you can send one plant monster from your deck to the graveyard. You can only use one Rose Shaman's effect once per turn, and only once that turn. So yeah, not a bad card. And finally, Junk Dragonlet. A level 5 machine monster with 2100 attack and 1800 defense, and it says, if you control a synchro monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon Junk Dragonlet once per turn this way. When a synchro monster you control declares an attack, you can banish this card from your graveyard, or that monster you control gains 800 attack until the end of the turn. You can only use this card once per turn. So with that, that's all the cards I've got from individual cards. And later on, hopefully I'll get to open some of these sets. And hopefully and by then I'll have my tripod ready. And and so that ends TCG hauls for you guys. And and before I go, I do have I am doing a Let's Play series also on this channel. Right now I'm doing the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses video game for the PlayStation 2. If you want to check out how am I doing in that game, you could check it out on the on the playlist on the description below or in the comment section. Anyways, guys, and I think that covers it here. So until next time, I am Master Otani 94. I will see you guys later, and remember, please be kind to one another, and peace out. Bye.